guys, it's me Fishman and welcome to another live stream of Genshin Impact, where I'm going to do some world quests. Going to focus on these ones, some world quests that are in the list to do. Of course, there's some events out. I'm going to wait. We have... Can I take this? Not yet. We have this new event, Dodoko's Blow Up Additive Bombnanza. Which increases the score limit every day. Okay, we have 3 stages. Probably these 3 stages will be unlocked over the next days. Probably we'll only have the first one. Maybe I'll do this one also. Where's this? It's in Mondstadt. Okay, but since we're here, let's start by doing this. Also, let's make 5 rolls on the normal banner, since I have 5 wishes from upgrading the 2 new characters. Let's see if I can get a 5-star thing out of this. Probably not, giving my luck. Also, there is the giveaway going on. There's a link down below for the giveaway. You can win 6 Steam games, which are Voltaire the Vigor Vampire, Darkside Detective A Fumbled in the Dark, Call of Cthulhu, Blood and Zombies, and The Walking Dead A New Frontier. 6 games with monster-themed gameplays. So yeah, since Halloween is here, this giveaway ends next month. So yeah, try to get all the games. And yeah, that's it. One more roll. All 4-star things. 3-star things, sorry. That's a bummer. Really? My luck. Okay, let's see what this is. This mission will give us an item. Ash inspired badge. It can be exchanged for special items at a certain location within the resort. Okay, I don't know, maybe it's for another mission. Ah, remember that sweet dream brew I mentioned? Well, I've got some great news for you. After a full day of work, I finally perfected the recipe. Congratulations! Hee 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 hee. This is a Michael Jackson laugh. And you lucky to get to be my first customers. Don't worry about paying. I'll put it on my sister's tab. Yippee! Free drinks! Wait, hold on. You're just telling us we're your test subjects? Of course, aren't you owners? Not at all. I need to be sure this drink isn't dangerous. You promised to explain the secret behind it. Oh right, I did, didn't I? First off, I have to warn you. Brew Blossom Extract is highly toxic. But after repeated distillations, I've reduced the toxicity to a level that is tolerable for normal people. By tolerable, I mean to say that a normal person will die within about 5 seconds. Damn. And when they die, their soul will wander through a place where the mortal realm and the land of the dead overlap. I guess that's good enough explanation. Which part of die within 5 seconds sounds tolerable to you? So you're saying drinking it will kill me? It's fine, Paimon. The worst that can happen is that I die. It's not a true death per se, because your body will continue to function normally, unless you get so lost in the dreamscape that you forget to come back. Then my sister and I will have to deal with a still breathing corpse. Hey, so this isn't safe to drink at all, is it? Don't worry. Before you all get here, I tested it out on myself. Rest assured, I added glowing orange shrooms and the spiciest brilliant chrysanthemums I could get my hands on. The glowing orange shroom lights the way for the soul back to the body, and the brilliant chrysanthemums wicked kick snaps your senses awake, pulling you right back into, well, you. So when you drink it, you won't even notice you've died once. I'm not exaggerating, trust me. Okay, so wanna try? Or are you a chicken? I'm not scared of something like this. That's nothing. I've died more times than I can count. Give Paimon one too. She's not going to let you show off on your own. Ah, no worries. There's plenty for both of you. Here are your 2 cups of sweet green brew. But Paimon's smaller. That might actually kill him. After a moment of hesitation, drink the strange brew. The flavor under bizarre, laced with latent spice and faintly putrid tang. And then a hazy dream. So we're going to wake up in a different place. Yep. Wow, mizi mita dada. Yeah, dada. Movo dada. Hola, mozi mita yo, sada mimi dada. Sada domu dada. Yo, dala? I'm your friend and you're my friend. We're all good friends. Blah 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 blah. Okay. What are you talking about? You're the one who started speaking our language. Samala bala bala shamala magala. Hey, there's a treasure up there. Let's go dig it up. How the hell did you know? Can I keep the treasure? The treasure right here. Let's share it. Nonsense, blabbish. Yay, treasure! That's cool. We're dancing with the Illichurl. I'm sure that's not gibberish, but I can't read Illichurlian. So, how's my dream brew tasty? Paimon head hurt so bad. Fish, are you okay? We had a very strange dream. We dreamed we were digging treasures with Illichurls. It's hard to explain. By the way, we were dead for a long time. Yep, I've been dead for a long time too. Huh? Just kidding. You were only out for a few seconds. I'm worried it wouldn't work at all. Good thing I did. Good thing he did. Now, please tell me everything you saw in a dream. I'll write it all down. We'll try. You and Paimon pieced together a bizarre dreamscape made us all. Haha, that's great. It was total nonsense, but overall, what a fun dream it must have been. Okay. But why Illichurls? That's strange. Well, leave that mystery to me and my sister. Here's a reward. So, you're really planning to sell this strange drink? This is drugs. A hell of a drug. Crystal meth. Oh, we're still a long way off from actually selling it. I still need to test it on more people with different constitutions. Once you leave this place, you probably won't see our brew on shelves for quite a while. Ooh, that's a bit of a relief. Its effects are kinda strong and strange. Alright, I get it. Now that the experiment's over, you're free to go. If you feel sick or experience any more side effects, do come find me. Will do. Okay, that gave us a treasure and that item. And there's no one else here. Let's delete this. And let's make the quest for the event. Go to challenge. Oh, this is a monster, right? I forgot. I thought it was on NOD-KRAI. But yeah, this is a anniversary event. So normally everything that has to do with anniversary or big game landmarks, normally it's all on Mondstadt. Because this is the iconic place where it all started. In Dodoku's Blue Up Errative Bomb Bonanza, travelers can choose between different types of Dodoku, form teams of 4 and use Jumpy Dumpties to defeat spiky fish, as well as powerful backup bosses. During the challenge, Dodoku will lose vitality when attacked by opponents and bosses or from getting caught in its own bomb explosion. Pick up little bandages to restore Dodoku's vitality. During the challenge, you can accumulate experience by defeating opponents or destroying steady state seagrass to enhance your abilities. Experience from defeating opponents and boost abilities are shared among all the Dodokus on your team. On stage detail screen, you can check opponent info for the current stage, as well as various combat buffs that can be obtained to help you defeat the bosses that the spiky fish may call in as backup. Okay. Oh, sorry, didn't want to speak with you. That sounds familiar. We met before. The cat Mr. still remembers me. Go Valerina. The locals will not demand. So many locals and all the familiar faces. Cat saver, perhaps, all getting a demorale. The local doll in my image. Blah 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 blah. These enemies are just mysterious to me as they are to you, but sure. We met in real life. The locals will definitely send them flying back. Let's give it a try then. Have a blast. Oh no, so everything is unlocked. Let's try all the stages. Since the event came out today, probably in less than 2 stages, in 2 stages or less, we can do all the points. I like the red. Where am I? Okay, so this is Bomberman, right? Huh? What? Ooh, there he comes. So this is like Bomberman. Really? Oh, the fire passes. Least damage taken, give it all... Okay, so this is the points I've done. I've done all the points in almost more 50%. No, I made more than 50% of the maximum. So it was a lot of points. Yeah, of course. So yeah, I'm going to try all the levels. I'll do this off screen. So let's see all the... yeah, of course I won't be able to get the rest of the rewards. This is probably going to go up probably 600 every day. The event has come out today, not yesterday, I think. But yeah, we can do all the levels. The score of... okay, yeah, I know. Don't worry. The last stage is like a competitive... This would be cool if we could fight against the other teammates. Probably the last stage will do that. Let's go with the ice. No, with the thunder. Yeah, this one is a machine. Okay, so this is fire, thunder and ice. Damn, that one is pretty fast. Okay, all cleaned up. Now we're a robot to kill. Yeah, the element we choose doesn't make any difference. Oh, there's one that's really fast. Oh shit. Okay, these fires are small. We need to kill all. Oops. Okay, I didn't get how we broke the shield. Most opponents defeated, most dealt damage to the boss. Yeah, I even did more points than in the first stage. Okay, so this is a really easy event to do. Even if we do really bad, just need to repeat more times than you probably need to. Yeah. Let's see the other stage and get the reward. Also, Flynn's banner is coming out in a few days. So, yeah, let's do another live stream in 2 days to roll for Flynn's. I didn't saw what this enemy was. I'm going to get the blue. The Dodokus are getting ready. First off, we need to kill all enemies. Oh, no, we need to break all plants, right? What the hell is this? Supposed to be a sumpter beast? Oh shit. Oops. Most opponents defeat. Did not get hit by the boss. Did not get hit by the boss. Yeah, I didn't also get hit by the boss, so that's a pretty stupid. Huh? The final blow. I did get the final blow to the boss. Most opponents defeated. Yeah, this is easy. Especially if you were an old guy like me that grew up by playing Super Mario and Bomberman. Oops. This unpredictable stage is a combination of the course past battles. If each time you enter a stage, you will face off against a random boss. Okay, so this is the same, but it's random. Let's do it anyways. You can get any of the 3 bosses. This one could be like a mixture of all the bosses. It could have the 3 bosses at the same time, or one boss that has the 3 abilities, the 3 main abilities, like the jumping one from this, the shield from the second, and the little squares from the first. I think it was easy for them to do that, and it would be cool. Okay. So after this, let's do some world quests on NOD-KRAI. So this is exactly the same stage, yeah. Nothing changes. Stage 1 out of 2. Okay, it's the... Okay, probably says to grab all the power-ups, and after everyone grabs all of the power-ups, the stage ends. Oops! I forgot that my fire passes. I'm having fun blowing up all the algae. Did not get hit by the boss. Least damage taken, must have been... Okay. Did not get hit by the boss. Even though this was not the level where I did the less points. So yeah. You can get about 2000 points for each stage. And right now I only need 1200 or 1200 or whatever it's called. Number systems in English are a little bit strange. Nós temos o 100 e depois passa para o 1000. Eles têm tipo 200 e depois passa para o 1200. O sistema deles faz sentido de contagem, mas pronto, é um bocado confuso. Stinging on slot. Ok. No, we can get the reward, I think, for the last stage. No, we do not have a reward for the last stage. Okay, that said, let's... Yeah, let's do some world quests.
Nice. I like the rain.
This was the one we found on the last live stream. We ended with this one. So we need to speak with that guy. Ooh. Oh right, and today they gave us the this little pet, this little robot cat, as you can see. It's pretty cute. It takes photographs. The idle animations, the ones I saw, aren't that great, but the cat itself is pretty cute. Okay, let's do this world quest. Finally, it worked, warriors. My name is Fungal. I'm a researcher with the Fountain Research Institute. I saw everything just now. You were absolutely incredible. May I ask your names? Paimon, and this is Fish for Adventures. Have you been stuck here for a long time? If not for the two of you, I might have been stuck much longer. You're the first ones to make it through the thunderstorm safely. Surely you should be the first one. Then how did you get here? You probably won't believe me, but this abnormal weather is probably a result of my being cursed. Of my being cursed. Of me being cursed. Cursed? Wait, do science see? People really believe in that kind of things? Indeed, in fact, that's why I got into science in the first place. To find a way to break this curse. I know it sounds crazy, but if you done through half the things I have, you'd understand. Whenever I cook, even when I'm not mixing a salad, it somehow catches fire. Just like my girlfriend. This is funny because I also said this about my girlfriend. She cooks well, but I said that she, even making cereals with milk, it catches fire. So seeing the guy saying that when he's mixing a salad, it somehow catches fire, it's really funny. If I hang out the laundry, a tornado is guaranteed to blow it away. Things like that happen to me every single day. I call it the fungal effect. That really does sound unlucky. Isn't there a way to break the curse? Science, of course, that's the only way. That sounds reasonable enough, but something feels off. It sounds about as reasonable as Paimon single-handedly fighting abyssal monsters. Isn't a blessing usually the way to break a curse? How about Paimon single-handedly fighting fish? Honestly, Paimon's always shouting the loudest when you're fighting. I tried all the traditional methods when I was younger, but none of them worked. In the end, it was the Fountain Research Institute that saved me. They taught me how to fight against it. Since mixing salad causes fire, I invented a cooling system for food. In fact, that very system ended up being used in Fanta vending machines. Now, everyone can easily enjoy ice-cold Fanta, and that's thanks in part to the fungal effect. Ingrid's been so grateful to me for this. Before coming here, I learned that the extreme weather NOD-KRAI could be incredibly dangerous, so I made sure to install a lightning protection device on the collector, just in case. Without it, the experiment would have probably failed a dozen times by now. Oh, so science really did beat the curse? You could say that, but as you saw, I got pretty flustered just now because I overlooked one critical factor. The collector might be fine, but with the fungal effect following me around, there's no way I can conduct the experiment properly. So you've just been running around like that ever since you got here? Until we found you? That's right, the Institute saved me, so I couldn't bring myself to go back without something to show for it. That's why your arrival is such an unexpected turning point. As I mentioned earlier, I came here to study the safety of Kovaki under extreme weather conditions. I believe it could be a much safer energy source than Arceum. You've probably heard about the explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, right? At its core, the accident happened because Arceum is still too dangerous to use as an energy source. Of course, we heard about it. You're looking at none other than the honorary senior research of Fontaine Research Institute. Mr. Raimundo must think very highly of you. For most people, even earning the title of assistant is quite an achievement. Though I agree with Mr. Raimundo's views, things like Fonta don't really contribute much to science. What we truly need is more reliable alternative to Arceum. If my theory proves correct and Kuvaki really is the safer option, the Institute might even rename Fonta to Fanta, in my honor. Is that really a possibility? That sounds amazing. So, may I ask for your help? If you're willing to help me complete my experiment and collect the data I need, I'll make sure to propose that both your names be added to Fanta. Fish Paimonta? That's quite an impressive name. Fish as help. Alright, but I imagine sales will take quite a hit. You think the name's too long? Then let's go with Fanta Paimon. Fish, you're not joining the co-breeding. How modest of you. I'll be sure to give your special thanks in the knowledge section of my thesis. We managed to get the airspace data collector into the air earlier, but unfortunately it didn't quite get high enough. All you need to do now is lift it up a little more. To get it higher, you need to stack more assembly modules. Simple and effective, huh? Counting on you. Sounds simple enough, we've got this. In that case, shall we start setting things up? When adjusting the assembly modules, just make sure blue strong and polar field is facing the collector. Okay. Sure thing. Let's get started. Alright, just notice that there's a signal issue in one of the 3 channels, but it can be fixed by resetting the robot. Now let me set up the experiment parameters. Okay, he's going to do the little resathon puzzle. Fangle finished the experiment. Okay. What? Looks by this, according to Fangle, the rest for what's called side facing the. What? Okay. This one is not correct. can't. I can't rotate this once. I need to stack them with the blue thingy. Oops. Okay. I don't understand where do I can twist them in here. Okay, so probably I need to take you. Okay. Oh no. Okay, damn, that one's... Again, now with 3, motherfucker. We've got the data, so that means we're done, right? I'm sorry, but we still need data from our altitudes. That's how scientific research works. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush. Okay, but you didn't get struck by lightning when you went to set the parameters just now, did you? Maybe that curse of yours isn't as bad as you think. So for this next experiment? No. It has to be the two of you conducting the experiment. If I tried, something will definitely go wrong. Please, you have to believe me. Okay, maybe he's a bad guy. This is a bomb to destroy the world. Paimon suddenly feels like renaming Fonta might not be enough. No problem, as long as you're willing to keep helping with the experiment, then putting your likeness on the Fanta label will be more than fair. So that means everyone who buys Fanta will get to see Paimon and fish on the label? Fanta. That's a copyright infringement, right? There's a real world drink that's called Fanta. So why are they using this name? Yes, but you'll know around Tevat. But for two scientific pioneers like yourselves, that's still a pretty modest reward. So what do you say? Shall we keep going? Will Fanta's development team really agree to that? For the sake of scientific progress. I've known Henry for years. I'll sure he'll agree if I say the right words. If not, well, we can always add this name to the label too. After all, that we seek has never been glory, but scientific progress itself. In that case, let's go back to the experiment. Excellent. I knew you were people of extraordinary insight. Once you're ready, we'll go set up the parameter for the next experiment. We're ready. Need latitude, so we need to stack 3 assembly models for each channel. However, we only need to manually adjust the model for the 2 channels, leave the rest to me. Huh? So it's 2 again. One is already facing the correct side. Oh no, it's 2 levels, okay. I got it wrong, so it's only 2 levels, one is already done. Wait, I need to... So probably it's the first one that needs to push the other ones. Oh, this doesn't make sense. Oh, wait. Probably like this. Got stuck again. How the hell do I roll that one? No! Okay, no, this one needs to get out of here. Alright, so... This is way simpler than I was thinking about. Way simpler. Simpler? Is that a word? Way Boof. Thunderstorm! Estás a perder a eficácia. Como é que é, André? Está-se bem? Fungal, there was an accident. The collector got hit by lightning. Yes, I saw it too. The fungal effect is intensified. Even with the lightning protection device and your help, we can't hold it back. Well, things might not be that bad. Don't give up just yet. The only way to break the curse is by advancing science. Exactly. According to your theory, the only one who can defeat the fungal effect now is you, Fungal. Oh, you're right. If I fail, this curse won't just destroy me. It will destroy everything I hold dear. If in the end even the Fontaine Research Institute is... I would never forgive myself. We're at the critical stage of the experiment. Based on my initial analysis, Kuvaki does indeed seem safer than Arkham. But for real-world applications, that conductivity phenomenon we just observed must never be allowed to happen. I have to identify the cause. The collector crashed. It's certainly unfortunate, but what really matters is the data inside. Could I ask you to retrieve it for me? Alright, leave it to us. Please be careful. I check here to see if the issue was caused by the equipment itself. Let's head toward the direction. Vou começar a At in Time. Provavelmente para a semana. What? Find the crest. Por acaso era um jogo que eu estava a pensar jogar na Steam Deck, mas o pessoal quer. Eu vou jogar. Eu juro. Oh shit. Epá! Deixa-me em paz. Deve ser esta bosta aqui. Mas eu tenho estado a curtir do Genshin. What? É aqui. Tenho que voar? Não estou a perceber. Ah! Ah, está ali. É aquilo ali partido no chão, né? Looks badly damaged. Vou matar este bicho. Apanhar ali um tesouro. A hat buried in time. Huh? Let's get out, monsters. Mas que... This one's alright, keep looking. Let's take it to Fungal, where preserved punched tape. Está ali uma coisa. Epá, se eu agora tanta coisa do Genshin, eu estou a curtir de jogar do Genshin, estou-me a divertir. O que é raro. What? Collect particles. Which particles, dude? Oh, ok. Eu por acaso já tinha aqui o Dredge instalado. Para jogar o Dredge tinha curiosidade. Mas sim, não, vamos. I'm so glad you're okay. Vamos jogar o At in Time. Só me falta fazer mais um live stream de Genshin, ok. E depois já fica aqui um monte de coisas arrumadas. Começar aí um novo gameplay. At in time. Was starting to worry the fungal effect. Os miúdos estiveram doentes, senão eu já podia ter acabado essas cenas todas. Eu não consegui fazer live. Provavelmente hoje estaria a fazer um live de outra coisa qualquer. E não de Genshin. Mas sexta-feira não consegui jogar porque fiquei em casa com os putos doentes. Was starting to worry the fungal effect might have gotten to you too. So how did it go? Did you get the data? We got it. But the collector was already suspected as much. The design never accounted for the impact from a fall. That was my oversight. Found a few leads on my end as well, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. I need to analyze them together with the data you recovered. Give me some time to dig into it. Could you come by again tomorrow? Ah, sim, eu vou... I'm gonna look into it. Wait until the following day. Achievement. Okay. Discovering the treasure in the Tete Island in your dreams. E aqui, tem algum achievement? Nope. Ok. Wait one day. Ok, following day. Tchau, maninho. Hasta luego. You all think I'm from? Looks like flaming A over here. Fangel. Parece fanhoso o nome do gajo. Como é que te chamas? Chamo-me Fangel. Olá, Fangel. Gel para fãs. Good news, I've made a breakthrough. I'm 99.5 sure that the fungal effect didn't affect either of you. That's great, though. Paimon wasn't really concerned about that, but if it was because of the fungal effect, then why did the collector get struck last time? Because the lightning protection device inside the collector was never tested for repeated use in such an Ikovac environment. The materials eventually gave out from fatigue. The fix was actually pretty simple. I tested a bunch of materials with different parameters based on this area's Kuvaki concentration and found something way more durable. Look! This is the NOD-KRAI Airspace Data Collector 2.0. I stayed up all night to finish it. With one final high altitude tested, we'll be able to determine the experiment results. Why is the Collector 2.0 so much smaller than the previous one? Advanced models are usually more compact. Oh, Paimon gets it now, so Paimon really is more advanced at fish. Really? Well, that's usually true. The reason 2.0 model shrank so much this time was actually due to the limits of the materials used. I had to cut a lot of non-essential features. For example, the entire structure of lifting it into the air. If you can't get up in the air, how is it supposed to collect data from high altitudes? It's because, you see, many of the great leaps in human knowledge come when the researchers themselves step in, even if it means becoming the subject of their own experiments. They say Heinrich's team drank 10,000 of bottle of Fanta to perfect the flavor we have today. So, you get what I'm saying, right? Not really. You want to conduct the experiment yourself? Not me. It's enough of a miracle that the fungal effect hasn't affected you too. If I were the one to try it, it would be a total disaster. Not that I'd mind trying. Sooner or later, the curse will devour me anyway, but the research on Kuvaki is too important to be left unfinished. How about this? I'll just redesign the Fanta bottle to be shaped like you two. Or we don't even have to call it Fanta anymore. It could be Paita Monta or Fista. Please, for the sake of scientific progress, take the Collector 2.0 with you into the skies. Since it's scientific progress, I'll do it. Since it's for scientific progress, how about Paimon does it? We're both part of this co-breeding, aren't we? Then why is Paimon the one only being sent off? Then why it's me, Paimon? Not sure that'll do. Even in the name scientific progress, we can run experiments on someone so small. It was just thinking of making a glider or something. I've got one already. I was only joking. God damn it. You gave Paimon a scare. Don't joke around like that. But don't worry, Paimon will be going with you, fish. Oh, so already gave a glider. That's amazing. Then we can check that off the list. Alright, let me explain the latest changes. Just yesterday it occurred to me, since the thunderstorms here are bursting with Kuvaki, instead of avoiding it, why not harness it? In other words, we can actively track the lightning. This relay device was built for exactly that purpose. Attract the lightning? But that sounds dangerous. You'll be fine. Most of the Kuvaki in the thunderstorm will be converted into upward force field. The remaining energy will be captured by the Collector 2.0 to power the enhanced lightning protection device. Trust me, your chances of getting struck are no higher than 0.0067%. There's still a chance Paimon might get struck. Statistically speaking, there's an negligible risk. I mean, no proper scientist will ever claim something 100% certain. This will be the final experiment. Channel the lightning to the lightning rod over there, then launch up collector data. The lightning protection device in the collector 2.0 will keep you safe. I'll let you know as soon as we've got enough data, and I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. So, ready to go? For the sake of science. That's the spirit, for the sake of science. Okay. First, conduct the lightning and lightning... but where? Huh? Damn, that's... Okay, I just need to hang in here. Enough that, hurry back. Oh, this jumping thing can accumulate. Didn't know that. Current was a success. Just as I thought, Kuvaki has a huge potential. Thank you both. This is the critical data I was missing. Once I've combed through it all, I can finally get started on my thesis. I hope the research results on Kuvaki will truly achieve what Mr. Raimondo envisioned, freeing people from their reliance on Arkham. This will be an enormous step forward. But isn't Kuvaki only in here? How the hell are they going to take Kuvaki to Nottingham for Fountain? Looks like we actually helped with something big. That's awesome. Indeed, progress marches forward. My thesis should be done in a year or two. And maybe in 20 or 30 more, we'll start to see a real impact of what we did today. 20 or 30 years, that long? That sort of time frame is already a breakneck breakthrough. Scientific research takes time, you know? It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Alright, fine. Paimon really thought we'd be get to try a bottle of farm fish Paimon to ta any day now. Be sure to suggest that Henry and the team. Oh, in here, take the NOD-KRAI airspace data collector 2.0 as thanks from me. I've removed the data collector module since it's classified tag from the institute. I hope you understand. It no longer has any data collection functional, but the lightning protection still works. Hopefully it will come in handy on your adventures. Just a head up, it only works on thunderstorms that carry Kuvaki. It won't be effective against regular lightning, so once you're outside of NOD-KRAI, it probably won't be of much use. Well, that means we don't have to worry about getting struck lightning while we're out exploring. Science really can defeat a curse. Ah, well said. And finally, thank you both for your contribution in science. Once I've started through the raw data, it's time for me to head back to the institute and start writing my thesis. Okay, so we got this. Can I keep it? No. Oh, we were searching for these 3 items, right? But we didn't found any here. Thought I was going to
like the world's
be able to use this.
It's always there, and it will never perish.
Yeah, let's use this. What do I have here? Let's use some of these.
Off to the freak, get to work.
Okay, but if we are on the thunderstorm, okay, we can accumulate the thunders to make a really big jumping thing. Okay, now let's do some anecdotes. We have 2 anecdotes here. There's a lot of them, so we might as well.
Should be able to see the stars tonight.
Flynn's my friend.
Is no one here?
Are you looking for something? Are you waiting for someone?
Well, hello. This is certainly a most joyful encounter. Seeing you lifts my spirits after a somewhat disheartening trip.
Is something the matter? Do you need help?
I wouldn't say anything's the matter, merely that I am dealing with some unexpected circumstances. I recently learned of a collector in Nasha Town who, due to financial concerns, has been obliged to offer a pair of ancient coins for sale. I'm told she's a little eccentric and doesn't reply to letters, so I came out here myself to see if I could arrange a deal. I needed to come to town anyway to pick up some supplies, so I thought I'd pay her a visit on the way. Unfortunately, she doesn't appear to be home. More's the pity.
You collect ancient coins?
It's just a little hobby of mine. Everyone has something that tickles their fancy, am I right? For me, it's old coins and gemstones. Time is the best filter. Anything that can make it through the sieve of time is almost guaranteed to be of good quality. The style, pattern, and condition of a coin convey a lot of information. They can tell you, for instance, how many moons it has seen before finding its way into my hand. Think about it. A coin may have passed through 10,000 people's hands,
That's
brought
disgusting.
them happiness or sorrow, and witnessed a multitude of moments in their lives.
Yeah, there's a lot
weight
of germs.
time it contains is far heavier than its appearance would suggest. It is a witness to the past and something that has value in the present day, which makes it more than worth collecting. These coins have been stuck in my mind these last few days. What do they look like? What stories can they tell? If I can't meet this collector, I fear all desire to return home shall desert me. Look at me, rambling on about coins without a thought for the friend standing by my side. Let me think of a more interesting topic to make up for boring you just now. Ah, yes. Recently, I purchased a beautiful azure gemstone from a Fontanian merchant. It had long slumbered at the bottom of the ocean until being recovered just some days ago. I was told it was once embedded in the sword of a champion duelist at the court of Fontaine, while another story claims it was a pirate crew's prized treasure.
I'm not sure which story is less believable. You don't suppose they were lying to you?
That's exactly what I thought. Whenever a merchant starts waxing lyrical and weaving tales,
Yep.
it's usually a sign that they don't have faith in their wares. Fortunately, I'm very good at appraising a gemstone's true worth, even if its owner hasn't the faintest idea what they're holding. Please, allow me to invite you to my residence once more. I have a feeling you'll appreciate the gem itself, and you may well find my valuation of it quite interesting too.
Oh, I thought we should drop by.
I'll be waiting for you.
Can't wait. Okay. So Flynn's as a gem. And we have ooh, really?
Huh? Isn't it Skirk? Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? What's Skirk doing here in NOD-KRAI?
It certainly is a surprise. She's not the sort of person you'd expect to be taking long walks.
Exactly. And Dory's here too.
Yeah,
should
but
go
Dory
over
has
and
a story in here.
Well, my. Such an exquisite radiant exoskeleton. Come, let me take a closer look, so I can make sure to offer you a fair price. Please, take a seat and rest a while. If you have anything you'd like to eat or drink, I'd be more than happy to...
Let's not waste time. Just tell me how much you're offering.
Of course, of course. Just a moment, just a moment. Remarkable. Not so much as a scratch. Even the very best bounty hunters would struggle to retrieve a radiant exoskeleton of such quality.
Skirk! Dory! What are you two doing here?
She's not
I
going
came
to
to
like
look around NOD-KRAI and thought I'd take the opportunity to make a little more.
that we are here.
What's this? My most valued customer
Oh, she's
is
happy.
already acquainted with my most valued customer?
Is Paimon hearing things? Or did you just say most valued customer twice?
Naturally, my most valued customers are equally valued, so you both receive my most effusive enthusiasm. Please, rest here a moment while I work the price out.
Dory has such a
You've gotten
interesting
stronger.
job.
It seems you haven't neglected
might
your training since we last
As
met.
well be a 5-star character and a little better design and be a lot stronger. A lot has happened. I want to get as strong as possible.
I see. NOD-KRAI is home to many worthy opponents. Should you overcome this trial, your strength will increase further still.
So, how have you been, Skirk? When we last saw you, you said fate would decide how we'd meet again. Well, Paimon didn't think it would decide so quickly.
Was it quick? It's felt like a very long time to me.
Well, time flows differently where you live. It looks like you've been training hard.
My life will experience little change until a true turning point arrives. But as for you, you are at a pivotal point in your journey. Have care. Victory and defeat are seldom long-lived.
Excuse me, dear customer. After careful consideration, I'm prepared to offer you 6 million mora for these radiant exoskeletons. I assure you that this is the fairest possible price. While you might be able to sell a single item for 700,000 or so, when it comes to buying in bulk.
I'll take half of that in cash. I won't be staying long, so there's no point carrying around more money than I need. As for the other half, give it to these two in the form of food or supplies. You should have plenty of both in your stores.
Of course. I can see my most valued customers enjoy a very close relationship. Here's your mora. Please, do stop by again.
I'll be going then. Until next time.
What is she
Would you
doing
stay for
here?
a chat? Oh, she's gone again. That skirk.
That's just how she
Skirk.
is, sweeping in and out like a sudden gust of wind. I'm used to it by now.
Hey, that reminds Paimon. You haven't forgotten her somehow? Even though you've done lots of business together before? What's the deal with that?
Huh? All-knowing Lord Sangama Bay keeps every customer near and dear.
Pois está
to
toda a
her
gente a
heart.
tentar e a falhar.
Fine.
Como é que é,
You
Zin?
must
Está-se
know
bem?
she's not really my customer,
O Dredd já
but
tentou isso
rather
hoje e
just
falhou.
Miss
Eu estou
Alice, my supplier.
muito atento.
Miss Alice introduced her to me, and
Vamos
now
dormir
she
bem.
drops by from time to time to do business.
Vamos dormir
She's
8
the
horas.
perfect customer. She always brings quality goods and doesn't care too much about the price.
8? Eu dormi mais que 8, não foram
That
seguidas,
one
mas.
suspicious looking grin.
É, hoje não
You're not
voltaram.
ripping her off, are you?
Ridiculous! A strong, mysterious customer like that who brings me valuable items? I practically worship the ground she walks on. Dory's Divine Bazaar is a fair and reputable business. Now, I promised I'd supply you with food, so it's about time I start hunting for ingredients. 3 million mora. What can I find that's worth 3 million mora? It looks like I'm going to have to dig out something very special indeed.
Ok. Alright, another anecdote. Ui, anda a dormir pouco. Tens de dormir bem para o teu cérebro estar fresquinho. What else? What else can we do? I don't suppose we have anecdotes. We probably have anecdotes all over Tevat, but to find them is a little... is a little of a bummer. But we can summon an anecdote. Where? Here. Let's summon one. Podes tirar um cochilo lá mesmo. Em vez de estás a ver um gajo assim, ficas a ver um gajo enquanto tu estás assim. Hã? Vamos mudar de posições por uma vez. Speak your wish. Quem? Olha, escolhe aí uma personagem. Se não escolheres, eu vou fazer da Skirk. Alguma que te chama a atenção, Zin? Flins. A gente agora fez a Flins e da Skirk da outra vez. A gente tem aqui muitas personagens novas. Porquê é que estes estão mais para baixo? Será que é porque eu fiz agora? Aquela de chapéu. Qual de chapéu? Isto é um homem. Esta? Chevreuse, Charlotte, Linney, Eugene. Esta aqui, Jahora. Esta é fixe. Isto é um gorro. Chevreuse. Está bem, vai, siga. E ela agora vai aparecer em algum lado. She's been passed on. Perhaps we shall meet this friend soon. Oops. Let's get a fortune sleep. Depois temos aqui aquele touro que eu não consigo agarrar. Ok, Cheve Rose, ela é de onde? A Cheve Rose é daqui de Fontaine. Será que ela está aqui em Fontaine? Ou será que ela anda para aqui para NOD-KRAI? What? Open. Ah, nós podemos... Está aqui o progresso. Isto foi os que ainda não conhecemos. Cheve Rose. Onde é que está aqui a capitã? You have already made a wish. Então, mas será que aparece aqui? Não, eu não estou a encontrar a gaja. Meeting Point Rewards. Vamos mudar de posição. Tu levas isso sempre para a breguilha, pá. És fodido. Claim. Ok. Não sei onde está a Cheve Rose. Mas... Vamos avançar e fazer outra coisa. Deixa eu falar com estas raparigas.
Enough! Quiz time! What's the difference between a domestic duck and a wild duck?
One is domestic and one is wild.
Bingo! You got it! Okay,
Really?
here's another one. What's the difference between those two and Knuckle Duckle?
Knuckle Duckle is a duck with knuckles?
Wrong! Wild ducks and domestic ducks are ducks, but Knuckle Duckle isn't.
I see. Then are robots people?
Of course not!
Oh, so I'm not a person.
You're Inefa! The one and only Inefa! My Inefa! Just like I'm the one and only Aino! Your Aino!
Understood.
Inefa!
One is domestic.
Bingo!
Really?
Okay,
Knuckle Duck.
wrong!
I see.
Of
Okay,
course
this
not.
is just an interaction.
Just like I'm
So
the
this is
Understood.
nothing. Okay, I saw them here. I've put a pin on it. If you got a better put a pin on it. Eu não estou a encontrar a Cheve Rose. Sorry, Zine. Can't find that girl. Hello, Liliki. Should have brought more luckaberries. When Llama was here last time, it seems they were handing out food. Hello, fish. Are you here for the Feast of the Moon? I'm sorry, but you might have to wait a little bit. What's the Feast of the Moon? Didn't you get one last time? Alright, Lady Llama organized that one. I guess she didn't mention the meal's official name. Simply put, the Feast of the Moon is a free meal we Frost Moon signs distribute to those in need. Helping such people has ever been one of our traditions, though it used to be limited to the area around Hissy Island. But under Lady Llama's leadership and with everyone's help, we've gradually expanded our reach. Lady Llama says this is part of the spreading of the moon goddess favor to all. There's a saying that goes, the first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for... what's the rest of it again? Anyway, this shop is one of the main distribution points for the meal. And I managed almost everything here by myself. Pretty impressive, right? Yep. We've had a lot of trouble getting the meals out in Nasha Town, but I believe in that Lady Llama says. We really can't help more people this way. However, when I was preparing the ingredients yesterday, I forgot to close the box lid tightly, and when I woke up this morning, many fruits had been pecked upon birds and were completely unusable. I can barely make any Feast of the Moon with the remaining leca berries. What should I do now? Here, will this be enough? Ooh! Right on spot! This will be enough, thank you so much. Just a moment, I'll prepare the most delicious Feast of the Moon we've ever seen. Lily Killer's kitchen should stop preparing the Feast of the Moon. It's ready, please have a taste. Thank you again for helping. Should you get angry next time, please feel free to come by. I'll prepare a special potion just for you. Okay. I was hoping she was... Oh, okay. Guide to Moonlight. Okay. So, one more done. We have one near. Let's do this one. We can delete this pin. This one I found out while exploring. We followed something. You're not sure what's going on. Approach a little girl. Watch out for those weasel thieves. They've been hanging out in Malay Valley for a while now. If they get you, you'll become a person with no shadow too. Weasel thieves? Where? Also, what do you mean person with no shadow? Oh, that's... What's up with that machine? Are weasel thieves using it to attack us? Those ones were raised by humans. Might even be smarter than humans too. That's how they chased all the big guys away. This girl looks like Shangling. Now, and the big guys have tried and failed to do this for you. Just have to remove the energy core and you're golden. They never else should done it though, so it can't be that easy. We can stop the weasel thieves by grabbing the energy core, right? Come on, fish. We can't just ignore something dangerous like that when you're this little kids running around. Seeing as it's the Great Diamond, I could never refuse. Just keep your head down here, okay, little miss? Alright, what's your name again? Aren't you the littlest miss here? I don't get it, whatever, I'm Anui. And you should call me Big Sis, little miss. It's only proper. Let's just leave the titles aside for now. Come on, fish, we've got weasel thieves to bring down a peg or two. Whoa, you were way stronger than those big guys, Fish. I guess size isn't everything. Right, Fish not the tallest person ever, but she can trash monsters 10 times her size, easy. Oh please, I just dabble. Paimon's the real treasure. Don't go easy on small monsters either. Then you can kick the weasel thief big boss out of Malayville, right? Fish, this isn't their home, but they're always making a mess of it anyway. Funerals that should have been held can't be, and Grandpa Malloy might have gotten killed because of them too. But if we're going to hold new funerals, we'll have to find all of them first. Did weasel thieves really also... Also, can Paimon ask, when you say funerals, do you mean the people want to hold them here? Why here, of all places? Of course they do. I've made all the preparations and I've thought of what songs to sing too. Here, have a look, but do be quiet. Let him rest quietly. I'm gonna take a small matchbox from Procton and open it. It's a beautiful colored beetle's light on a flower lining cloth within. There are a few white petals adorning the scene. He's gone to his funeral rest, so we've got to hold the funeral for him. But All the places I picked are those small hills with machines on them, and they've all been occupied by the weasel thieves. If Grandpa Molly families haven't fled by now, they're probably dead. That's how badly the weasel thieves destroying their home. Fish, do you think this Grandpa Molly guy talks about is actually some sort of animal? I suspect it's also a beetle. It could be someone who used to live here. Yeah, Paimon thinks too. Probably an animal friend of ours. How about we help you catch these no good evil doing weasel thieves? And as for Grandpa Molly's family, we can look for them once we've brought those thieves to justice. How's that sound? Tenho tido muitos follows? Não, isto deve ser do giveaway. O que me interessa é que apareça aqui pessoal na live e que fale. E isso não tem aparecido muito, não. Ups. Eu estou a pensar mudar para o Kick. Em vez de streamar na Twitch, streamar na Kick. Ou fazer multi-streaming. Tenho que avaliar ainda. Não tenho tido muito tempo para planear isso. Vou ter uma semana de férias daqui a 2 semanas. Depois vejo melhor. Well, you don't have to do that exactly. Okay, in that case, you can have the sugar sculpture I bought earlier, huh? Guess it's already gone. Well, I've still got the pocket money Jurva gave me. You can take that and buy some sugar sculpture for yourself. If you ask people for help, you gotta repay them. And you gotta say thanks. That's right. That's the right way to do things. I want to think you would seize candy from tiny hands of children. In the real sense of decorum, indeed. Thanks, but you're each getting enough Mora for only one sugar sculpture. Buttering me up won't get you any extra. And then you're surprisingly practical about things like this. It seems like we're dealing with more than one weasel thief, right? Yep, that's right. The one that ran off just now isn't the weasel thief big boss I saw before. In fact, I've got no clue how many brothers he has. But you can find the same robot claws that fire bullets over there, so we might also find the weasel thieves there too. Right, we're not letting those weasel thieves get away this time. We're gonna teach them a lesson. Okay. So this mission is to remove... Yeah. What? Here it is. Okay, the weasel thief is right there. It's going to start shooting from that distance. Oh shit! Oops. I need this.
Like it.
By the way, she's there. Can I just shoot her ass? You know, Paimon just noticed that all the weasel thieves fled toward that little hill over there. Yeah, and it's something the big guys who trained the Weasel Thieves brought over. The Weasel Thief big boss used to beat the big guys up. Sent him rolling and crawling. Difficult scene to imagine, if only I'd been there at the time. Wait, would you have wanted to help? No, just want to watch the mess unfold. Anyway, let's go to the hill and investigate. Keep your eyes open for Weasel Thief ambush. Fishpaman would rather not roll or crawl. Ok. Esses arrombados são só interessantes. Eu sei. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Espera aí, deixa-me pôr aqui para ler. Oh shit. Você vai sair daqui ou fazer em 2 lugares ao mesmo tempo? Não sei, em primeiro eu vou tentar fazer em 2 lugares ao mesmo tempo. Porque é muito difícil criar visibilidade no Twitch. Desde que as pessoas que vêm aqui, que é o Dread PT, tu, Little Sofa e poucos mais. Au! Apareçam lá, para mim é indiferente onde é que eu estou a streamar. What? The other device will fire special bipolar projectile from its core. However, since these are bipolar projectiles, when in a power state, characters can attract them and turn defense into attack by throwing at the cores. Okay. Okay. Shit. Gotta be quicker. Oops.
Show no mercy. The show begins. Oh, brilliant!
And it's done. Se o horário não bater ano que vem, é permitido chorar ou só crianças? Se o horário não bater ano que vem, é permitido chorar ou só crianças podem? Como assim? Não estou a perceber. Não percebi essa pergunta, Zinho. Se o horário não bater no ano que vem... É assim. Por muito que eu faça isto por gosto, que é verdade, porque não é por, sei lá, 30 euros por ano, ou 40 ou 50 euros por ano que fazer streams me dá lucro. Gostava, obviamente, de ter mais lucro. Eu gostava de fazer giveaways e de fazer tipo... Eu nem digo viver do stream. Gostava de ter audiência suficiente para conseguir fazer aqueles streams de 24 horas para caridade e cenas assim. Curtia bem conseguir fazer isso. Ter um público suficiente para fazer isso. E a realidade é que no Twitch não dá. E no Kick, possivelmente, é capaz de ter uma forma de começar a crescer um bocadinho mais. Lá está, eu vou fazer o teste. Inicialmente eu vou tentar agora. Quero melhorar a gráfica, porque há aí uma série de jogos que eu quero jogar e o PC não corre. Deve haver aí no VOD um vídeo de eu a tentar correr o Clair Obscure Expedition 33 e arrastou-se todo, não dava, estava injogável, estava assim tão mal. Portanto, a minha prioridade neste momento é a única coisa que o meu PC precisa é uma gráfica nova. Talvez no Natal, eu agora como meti numa casa nova, estar a gastar 800 paus ou 600 paus ou 1000 paus por uma gráfica como deve de ser, é muito doloroso, até porque estou a fazer obras na casa e preciso de dinheiro para o material. Por isso não sei. Boas ambas! Bem-vindo ao canal. Giveaway aí em baixo, queres participar? Não, é assim, os horários continuam a ser irregulares. Enquanto eu trabalhar por turnos, eu não vou ter horários. Para a semana, provavelmente, eu não vou streamar. Amanhã não vou streamar. Vou streamar. Amanhã é terça. Vou streamar na quarta. Fazer um stream de Genshin. E depois vou ficar 4 dias sem poder streamar. Porque vou estar num horário fatela. E depois. Provavelmente só stream na segunda ou assim. A ver se começamos um novo gameplay. O pessoal está tipo a jogar o at in time. Provavelmente vou começar um novo gameplay. Eu não curto muito. Eu já experimentei ambas. GeForce Now. Mas não curti muito. Já experimentei, não curti muito. Prefiro comprar uma gráfica e ter o meu PC. Só que neste momento, mesmo que eu compre uma gráfica, olha, eu tenho aqui o escritório cheio da pó. Cheio da pó, até porque isto não é o meu escritório. Eu estou com obras lá na parte de baixo. A minha vida está caótica neste momento. Mesmo para formatar o PC, meter aqui tudo a correr como deve de ser. Isto está mesmo sujinho. Por causa das obras. E está caótico. Eu acho que agora nos próximos tempos é continuar a aparecer aqui sempre que puder. Fazer uns giveawayzinhos, giveaway de Halloween para ganharem os jogos de terror. E depois fazemos um giveaway de Natal para novembro e outubro. Novembro e dezembro. Até andar para trás e o caraças. Dar joguinhos assim ao pessoal, tentar fazer com que a comunidade cresça. Exato, Zino. O sumido sou eu. O sumido sou eu porque filhos, casa nova, está complicado. Mas pronto, desde que apareçam aí de vez em quando, o Direito PT ainda há um bocado de TV aí, vem sempre dizer olá. Tu também, vem sempre aí. O Little Sofa também costuma aparecer. Vem aparecer às vezes pessoal novo. Mas depois quando eu troco de jogo, às vezes já não curtem. Porque eu neste momento estou a jogar mais indies, né? E sinceramente o gaming time não é assim tão grande. E agora, sem um novo update de Genshin, e eu gosto de Genshin, eu se calhar vou deixar de streamar Genshin. Vou continuar a jogar, mas vou deixar de streamar. Vou jogar off-screen. Pronto, não sei ainda, mas são mais 300 episódios de Genshin que eu já fiz. De todos os eventos, side quests, world quests, main quests, minigames, tudo. Só a exploração é que não. Portanto, custa-me um bocado quando já investi. Eu o jogo não vou deixar de jogar porque ainda me divirto muito, mas stream, não sei se vale a pena estar a streamar o Genshin Impact. Eu agora estou-me a divertir porque há um novo update, novo mapa, montes de coisas novas para fazer, nova área para explorar, mas eu sei que daqui a 2 ou 3 meses, para aí a partir do terceiro update da versão, eu já vou começar a ficar outra vez farto do jogo. O jogo é fixe, é nos 3 primeiros meses, que é basicamente setembro, que é o grande update, até ao Natal, e depois começa a mainar bué. Bom, sim, lá está, e deixar estes tempos para jogar jogos com história. Neste momento tinha aqui o Dredge instalado para jogar. Joguei o Gris, mas já foi há mais de um mês, né? Porque tu pediste para eu jogar o Gris, agora estou-me a pedir para jogar o At in Time. Fica complicado arranjar tempo para jogar tudo, se ainda para mais eu estou a gastar tanto tempo no Genshin. Eu percebo, sim, e depois há web pessoal no Genshin, há web pessoal que aparece e tipo e vem pedir, aí analisei a minha conta, vi as minhas personagens. Eu não sou streamer de Genshin. Eu streamo Genshin porque eu gosto do Genshin e já o jogo desde o primeiro dia, sou free to play e tudo mais. Mas eu não sou um gajo tipo bué focado no Genshin, não consigo fazer a maior parte do late game do conteúdo mais difícil do jogo porque jogo desde o primeiro dia. Mas eu sou free to play, eu não gasto aqui montes de tempo a refinar artefactos e não sei quem, não sei o que mais. O meu objetivo é só colecionar o meu maior número de personagens possível. Não tenho personagens. Não tenho nenhuma personagem a mais de C0 das de banner. Obviamente que as de banner normal tenho. E nem tenho todas as personagens. Depois vêm pedir: venho para o meu mundo, ajuda-me a fazer isto. Vê aí o meu build. Eu não faço nada disso. Eu venho só aqui fazer as histórias e as missões. E pronto, se me apanharem fora do stream a jogar e me pedirem ajuda, provavelmente vou ajudar, mas durante o stream não, vou ficar só tipo na história. Exato, portanto se calhar eu até posso continuar a gravar, né, o Genshin Impact e meter sem câmara, fazer off stream e meter no YouTube as pequenas porções de história, mas se calhar deixar de streamar em live e perder tanto tempo, porque realmente o Genshin tem muita coisa para fazer. E focar mais nos jogos com história, single player, que é o que eu gosto realmente. Alright, time to surrender, you fucking weasel. Está ali uma dourada. Seriously, they all ran in different directions too. Fish on each of us gets one. Don't let them get away this time. Sim, porque normalmente quem joga Genshin e gosta de Genshin já é pessoal que... Quem gosta de Genshin é pessoal que o joga. Agora, os que jogam há muito tempo estão-se a cagar e os que jogam há pouco tempo precisam de muita ajuda. É isto? Não, isto é um skill. Xixa. Just need a moment to get ready and I'll catch him for sure. It's the end of the line for you. This is my very first time seeing the Weasel Big Thief boss up close. Oh yeah, you've got to call him Big Boss too, Paimon. Fat chance Paimon's gonna call the Weasel Thief Big Boss. You're right, bad kids can't be bosses, can't they? And no one's going to attend their funerals either, if they've even old them. Alright, I've heard Elka say that there are strange people who eat strange meat, such as meat from weasel thieves. And there are those who like to collect specimens. Whether eating them or collecting them after them, there won't be any need for a funeral afterward. Whoa, Auni, are you seriously saying that all scary stuff with a straight face? She's just like me. This one looks terrified. Stop, don't dare to run. Doesn't seem to be running, but waiting for us. Well, let's go see what's up. They just needed help, probably. Bobo? Maybe find a way to break through these rocks. Shall we go in, take a look? Who knows what's inside? Hopefully not a trap. If it's a trap, result if to the flagship, repeat the same problem there. Fuck, essas mensagens parecem sempre tão rápido. Ok, treasure. Oh look, it's a whole Molly family. Grandpa, Papa, Mama, Lily, Molly, little Molly, and all of the rest. Oh, say they're sniffer moles. Wait. How do you tell them apart? They all look the same to Paimon. By their personalities, of course. You understand if you get to know them. But they all have the same bad habit of begging for stuff from humans. Poor critters, if we went extinct, what will happen to them? They're just like dodos. Humans go extinct while sniffer moles survive? How could that happen? Pixies, Linus says that animals go extinct for all sorts of reasons. That means humans can go extinct too. How do you not know that, littlest Miss Paimon? I like to think I've outlasted the sniffer moles at least. They say that the insects predate humans. But that doesn't really answer on this question, does it? Oh, come to think of it, humans really are in a scary spot with all these threats out there. Anyway, back to topic. What are we going to do about these weasel thieves now that we found our moles? If no one's got a better idea, let's just hand them over to the flagship. Treasure, or is it a terrible bribe in this situation? Whatever, since they're giving it to us, we might as well take it. Well, they seem sorry. At least let's let them off the hook this time, fish. But not necessarily they gave us treasure, of course. Yeah, treasure. We do this for the Primus. For the getting away, should follow them, take a look. Onde é que elas foram? Looks like something hidden in there. Let's investigate. Ainda não acabou. Think I did something like that? Guess weasel thief for you. Okay, it's a bolt.
Rise like smoke.
This is the bolt for to exchange. What? Não dá para passar pela água. Okay, she gave me... What? O que é suposto eu fazer com isto? Okay.
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
Damn! Muitos treasures aqui. Tenho que falar com ela. Sim, Zina, é precisamente isso. É precisamente essa situação que... É assim, eu de qualquer maneira eu vou jogar Genshin Impact, é verdade. Quer seja a streamar, quer não seja. Mas se eu não estiver a jogar Genshin Impact a streamar, eu quando estou a jogar Genshin e a explorar o mundo, eu estou a fazer outras coisas. Eu tenho tipo um vídeo no YouTube a dar ao lado, a ouvir um podcast enquanto envio e-mails e todo tipo de cenas enquanto faço as missões. E obviamente que posso fazer só porções tipo de meia hora, tipo, posso fazer porções mais pequeninas e depois colar e meter no YouTube, editar, meter no YouTube. Conseguiria fazer, obviamente que não posso estar a ver vídeos no YouTube, senão depois ao gravar o som o som passava também para o vídeo, né? Mas podia estar a ver vídeos no telemóvel enquanto mandava mails e certas cenas enquanto o vídeo estava a passar. Sem prestar atenção. Porque na realidade eu divirto-me, mas o pior é estas pequenas missõezinhas, com estas historiazinhas da treta em que me apetece fazer automático e dar skip nisso tudo. Mas obviamente que eu quero saber o lore disto. E às vezes há muito lore escondido aqui nas cenas. Exatamente, Zambas. É precisamente isso. Eu gosto do lore disto. Obviamente quando é as main quests interessa-me fazer, mas essas pequenas World Quests têm aqui pequenas coisas interessantes, algumas vezes, infelizmente não tantas como as que eu gostaria. E pronto, mas eu podia fazer pelo menos dessas porções de vídeos, se calhar fazer só lives das missões que têm voice-over, né? Tipo das World Quests, das Main Quests, tipo Archon Quest e tudo mais. E depois destas aqui fazer uma outra por dia, colar e meter no YouTube. Não sei. Pois eu gosto muito, eu não sou muito bom a formular teorias. Já fiz aqui algumas teorias, tipo a dizer que o nosso irmão é certas personagens que eles às vezes referem de há não sei quantos anos atrás que criaram a guerra e tudo mais, mas não sou muito bom a formular teorias, mas gosto bem de ver teorias. Um dos canais que eu sigo, o Game Theory, vejo todos os vídeos do Game Theory desde quase do princípio. Mas pronto, tenho que prestar atenção se quer saber mais coisas. Por acaso nunca pesquisei muitos canais de teorias. Sigo um canal de Genshin Impact, mas é mais focado tipo, no que vai sair e nos leaks. I'm guessing the Weasel Thief Big Boss are trying to copy the big guys and make the Molly family their flunkies. But just like how those big guys failed, they probably didn't get their way either. Those Weasels have messed up Molly Valley, and now the Molly Valley family are hiding in the hole somewhere. It's probably best not to expect too much from the moles. They relied on humans for that as well. Well, these are just sniffer moles after all, and if we look at this differently, the Weasel Thieves only got their hands on dangerous machines because of humans. It's only right that humans should clean up the mess that other humans created. Molly Valley once again belongs to Grandpa Molly and his family, as we agreed. Here's your Mora, thanks for the help. Oh yeah, might as well give you this as well. Helka said fiction must find a way into her booklet, or it will start getting hard to tell the truth from falsehood. I'm not sure it matters, even false things certainly contain some truth, don't they? Anyway, I'll see you around, fish. Little Miss Paimon, I'll come find you again if the Weasel Thief big bosses try anything funny. Looks like our reputations are growing, fish. Paimon really hopes those weasels don't try anything funny again. You take care, honey. I will. Safe travels, you too. Yeah! Okay, on his notes. Ok, about the moles. Lacaberries. Eu fiquei sem lacaberries. Ok. E agora? Temos aqui mais coisinhas em cima. Acho que temos tempo para fazer mais umas missõezinhas aqui. Not a couple of people that this way. Maybe wounded object. What do you want, my dude? Nisso não sabemos como raio o irmão gêmeo era o inimigo. Agora já temos outro lore para explorar e não é bem assim. Mas mesmo assim, muita malta que inventa teorias. É normal, o pessoal quer é saber onde é que isso vai chegar, né? E eu acho... O que eu realmente acho é que o nosso irmão já está aqui há não sei quantos anos, tipo... 200, 500 anos, e foi por causa dele que Canria foi com caraças. Canria foi aqui há 2000 anos. Pronto, ele está aqui há 2000 anos. Ele estava cá quando foi a guerra de Canria. Ele revoltou-se contra os gajos lá do céu, os deuses, e depois eles 500 anos, né? Yeah. A única coisa que eu não sei é se ele se foi congelar outra vez na nave, ou se ele foi tipo para onde, lá para aquele sítio esquisito que eu não lembro do nome, onde está a Skirk, em que o tempo tipo não afeta, e ficou lá esse tempo todo à espera. E agora voltou, pronto, há uns anos voltou. Foi ele que criou os Fatui, e é ele que está agarrou o pessoal que criou ou juntou-se, e é ele que está agora por trás para... Ou seja, os Fatui são bons. Eles não estão a fazer as coisas de uma boa maneira, mas eles são bons. Eles querem juntar as gnoses, né, para invocar alguém que tem o poder de se revoltar contra os céus, para haver outra guerra, mas para ver se desta vez ganham. E pronto, e acho que o jogo vai acabar aí nessa guerra precisamente. E portanto, para além de NOD-KRAI, ainda há de haver a parte principal de NOD-KRAI, né? Porque isto é só tipo as ilhotas, nem é tipo o principal. Ainda há de haver tipo uma nave no céu, ou tipo um mapa na lua, ou uma cena assim, onde estão onde está o Big Bad Boss. Portanto, Genshin Impact ainda dá de ter conteúdo para mais. Até o endgame, conteúdo há de ter sempre, mas até o endgame da main story ainda há de ser mais 3 ou 4 anos, no mínimo. Mas pronto, obviamente depois daí eles têm que acabar a história principal e encerrar a história principal e depois podem inventar mais algumas coisas, tipo Naruto. Acaba o Naruto, acaba. Depois podes fazer fillers, podes fazer Boruto, spin-offs com histórias mais interessantes, até podes conectar isto aos outros jogos da MiYoYo. Mas eles têm que acabar o jogo e no máximo em 10 anos. O jogo agora faz 5 anos e. Exatozinho. Eu percebo. Ok, pois eu também nunca reflito muito nisso. Pois isso é outra cena. Aquela luta que eles estão os dois a fazer. Quando ela mete aqueles quadrados. Não, só se essa luta. Pois, porque eles quando chegam eles estão a lutar contra alguém. Quando ela faz aqueles quadrados, ela se calhar enviou eles para Teyvat, mas para tempos diferentes. Mandou o irmão mais para o passado e ela mais para o futuro. Sim, porque quando eles chegaram, eles vinham na nave. Se calhar ela perdeu a memória. Agora, essa parte não estava... Essa luta é logo a seguir ao cataclismo. Sim, pois, não estava a conectar isso. Pois, se eles chegaram... Só se as memórias estão alteradas. E também é fácil jogar com isso. Eles chegaram ao mesmo tempo na mesma nave, mas a nave dividiu-se. Quando eles lutaram, depois a gaja logo no início do jogo ela faz aqueles quadrados vermelhos. Só se eles chegaram, lutaram contra... Ou só se aquilo é tipo uma visão do futuro. Nunca ninguém disse que aquela luta... Se calhar disseram. Que aquela luta foi o início da aventura. Se calhar aquela luta é o fim. Tenho que ir voltar a ver esse vídeo. Já foi há 5 anos, caraças. Exatamente. Isso eu acredito que o outro gêmeo... o outro gêmeo iniciou a luta há 500 anos atrás. Inclusive, eu deveria estar à procura da irmã, se calhar. Whatever. Dear guests, I'm Vino. Might I borrow just 1 minute? Mas sim, é isso, ambas. Estás-me a dar agora mais que pensar. Tenho que ir rever algumas coisas. Might I borrow just 1 minute of your precious time? I swear I'll leave you with a smile. Desculpa, Zine. Eu sei que não estavas a apanhar nada dessa merda, mas pronto. Mas é assim, o lore é interessante, a história é interessante e eu quero saber como é que isso termina. This guy seems kind of weird and Paimon herding the same guinea pigs just now. We should go fish. Do I really come across as weird? Small wonder everyone keeps running off, but that's word for word that pitch that Bokzan taught me back in Nasha Town. If your goal is to blurt out a sales pitch, out of course, it's going to come off sounding weird. Fair point, if someone ran up to me shouting, "Dear guest," I'd probably avoid eye contact and hurry away too. Turns out starting a new career at my age isn't easy. Darn it, I really thought being a boss meant kicking back the letting the money roll in. But hey, you did become a boss, right? Congratulations on that. But what made you want to change careers all of a sudden, Vino? I was a treasure hunter for so long, but honestly, I'd be thinking about getting out of the game for a while. There's this classic joke in that line of work. Where's the only place a 35-year-old treasure hunter gets called young? Paimon has no idea. At their funeral, everyone dabbing their eyes and saying, "Poor thing, they died so young." I'm 34 this year. At last month's gathering in that flagship, everyone was speaking to me with this weird, respectful tone. And it's not like I ever found any of Reed Miller's old treasure or anything, so when they started speaking to me all reverent like it fell off. Then I looked around and realized somehow at some point all the old dogs had disappeared and the room was filled with fresh-faced rookies. I suddenly realized I was the oldest one there. There I was in the middle of all that noise and cheer, and yet this sudden chill gripped me tight, like a voice whispering, "You're next." It was downright terrifying. But if you look at it another way, you're actually been pretty lucky, right? After all, you've made it this far in one piece. One piece! Lucky doesn't hang around forever. That's why I wanted out of the business. But it's been rough. If things keep going like this, I'll have to start taking on commissions again. If it really comes to that, I'll make sure next year's funeral invite reads, "Look at me, no more rent, no more meals to worry about, and still so young to boot. Jealous yet?" That's like a good offer to die. Se a gente morrer não paga renda, não tem que preocupar mais com comida nem com nada. Tempting. Let's hold off the funeral talk for now. Yeah. Let's see if there's something we can do to help with our new career. You stopped us just now. Were you about to pitch us something? I wanted to show you my training ground. Though, well, it's not serious training or anything, just some light changes. Like shooting targets and dodging stuff. Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. Right? I figure kids would have loved this kind of thing. And there are tons of kids in Nasha Town. My old colleagues should love it too. And there are so many Fatui stationed in NOD-KRAI. Feels like it should be drawing in more people. But it seems like no one really interested. No one's really interested. Maybe it's just not fun enough. I just don't know what's wrong with my training ground. You two look exactly like the kind of guests I had in mind. If you'd be up for testing it out and maybe giving me some feedback. We'd love to play. Paimon means help. We'd love to help. Awesome. Then please follow the course I designed. Your first challenge is nearby. The second one's over that way. And mark the entrance to make it easy to spot. Okay. Last challenge still needs a bit of work. I'll go fix it up now and wait for you there. As for the rest, well, there's definitely some technique to eating targets, but for your first time, just go with your instincts. Too much explanation will only trip you up. Well then, have fun. Ok. Olha, falar em café, tá, after explanation, vai no hurries to finish the sentence. Ok. Agora está-me a dar vontade de beber um cafezinho. Ok. Complete the challenges. This is one of them, right? Eu acho que isto é... Hã? Não estou a perceber. That was quick. Already finished the other... Not just yet. I guess still needs some work. Please come back when you clear the previous challenges. Eu não estou a perceber. Isto é uma corrida, tenho que começar ali, não estou a começar no sítio certo. Alright. What? Então. Então, só. Aquilo está a prender nas cenas, aqui ao menos não me prende. Sério? Second mention should be that one, ok. Oh. Está assim um bocado buggy, por isso é que ninguém vem brincar contigo, sócio. É difícil tirar as pedras. Let's go to the second one. Tem pão de queijo em Portugal? Tem! Tem pão de queijo nos cafés brasileiros. E obviamente que eu, tendo uma mulher que nasceu no Brasil e uma sogra que é brasileira, já fui a muitos sítios desses. This is the second challenge. From here on, the terrain starts to play a role. Oh, in the second half, the target will start moving, so be ready to shoot. Doesn't this spot the most exciting part of the challenge? Paimon thinks she understands the problem now. Nothing feels like a surprise. There's no suspense. Oh, something just flashed by over there. Keep it down, Paimon. Did you hear that? Paimon didn't see anything. What was it? Fish? You're just messing with Paimon. There's nothing there, right? This isn't the type of surprise Paimon wanted. You're meanie. Just for that, you're leading the way from now on. As always, Paimon. I always lead the way. Fuck. Olha. Então, sócio. Hã? Ok.
Your hard work is paying off.
Sim, mas não é comum a gente tomar pão de queijo com tudo. E não é comum, o pão de queijo não é comum em Portugal, como é que eu tenho a dizer? Não é uma cena que tu comes quando vais a restaurantes, tipo restaurantes de buffet. Olha, tem muito buffets aqui de picanha e tudo mais, buffet de carne brasileiro. E o pessoal gosta muito. O que é que eu estou aqui a fazer? Onde é que eu tenho que ir? Estou perdido. Tenho que ir para o teleporte. Hello, Vino. We figure out what's wrong with the training ground. That doesn't matter anymore. It's time I start getting my affairs in order. What happened? All my targets have vanished again. Maybe someone took them by accident? No, it's happened before. I got new materials, made new ones, and hid them somewhere no one will think to look. But they've been taken again, which means someone's doing this on purpose. Paimon felt an eerie sensation in the cave right now. Could it have to do something to do with those sneaky thieves? That was just me messing with you. Wait, so you sensed it too? That feeling of being watched? My instincts are never wrong. And anyway, my targets aren't worth that much. Who'd want to steal them? Even though I never took the really risky commission when I was treasure hunter, you don't spend that many years in a profession like mine without making a few enemies. By making the targets, they're sending me a sign. The next target is me. It looks like I should have changed careers much sooner. I never thought I'd be sacrificing my life for a job like that at such young age. Maybe you're overthinking it. Once we catch a thief, everything will become clear. Probably more weasels. You too. So guy, if you have time, please do it in my funeral. Can we not keep bringing up the funeral? There's still a chance we can fix this. Is that what they call the energy of babes? Alright, I'll hang in there just a bit more. At the very least, I won't give up until they actually come knocking. After all, I poured almost all my savings into this training ground. I've dealt with the treasure orders before, and in my experience, if you want to catch them, the best way is to bait a trap. You can get target making materials at the Crumble Craft shop. I've been there a few times. Since they're after targets, let's use some to lure them out. Alright, I'll leave the thief to you two. As for me, I'll stay here and get started on fixing the third challenge they messed up. Okay. Whee! Do I need to speak with someone to get the materials? Hi there, let's Paimon to the self. Paimon's fine, she's fish and we're Vino's behalf to ask if there are materials for making targets. Yeah. Oh, you mean Uncle Young? He's run out of targets again. He just picked up a new batch the other day. Sounds like his training ground is a roaring success. Actually, it's quite the opposite. Paimon thinks the only real customers are the two of us. What happened? The girl seems concerned, so you tell her about the missing targets. So things have been tough on him. No wonder he looked so down. If you hadn't told me, we'd have no idea. Who do you mean by we? The kids around here. We all know Uncle Young needs targets materials, so whenever we come across any, we collect them to sell to him. And then you get to go steal the targets afterward. Did you know the targets were being stolen? Yes. But we didn't steal them, we just sold him the targets we got back, that's all. So it was just one of the set of targets, but he ended up paying for it over and over again. Poor Vino. Sorry, we really didn't know Uncle Young's business wasn't doing well. We figured if we kept buying that many targets we must be kinda rich. He's used up almost all his savings just to keep the training ground afloat. I'm really sorry. If there's anything I can do, could you start by telling me who the real thief is? Well, I guess it's the Hollow Hands, but they're not bad guys. The Hollow Hands? Who are they? I can't tell you that. Vino really needs our help right now, so no matter what, we have to find out who's been stealing those targets. Alright, but we don't really know who they are. They all always vanish fast and no one's ever seen them. I think they're like Reed Miller, good kind of thief. We traded with him sometimes, no matter what we bring them, they always give us something really valuable in return. And that's how you've been getting the targets back. You've traded with them but never seen them. They're very cautious. We just left the stuff at the usual trading spot. We never actually met them face to face. Yeah, stealing weasels again. Aren't you even a little bit curious who the Hollow Hands are? Of course we are, but they have their own rules, and if we don't trade with them, we have no respect for those rules. Weird. That could. What could the Hollow Hands have against the Vino? We just thought thieves have their reasons for thieving, so we figure Uncle Vino Young must be loaded or something. Sorry. If you want to get this target back, you could try trading them for some old portable beeings. I don't know if there's enough left though. Uncle Young already bought some just a few days ago. It's not like we have any other ideas. Let's give it a try. Okay. No, it's that way. What? Okay, the portable bearings. We've got 3 of those old portable bearings. This should be enough. So now it's time to trade, right? Where's the trading spot? It's okay if I'm the one to make the trade. I promise I'll tell you them not to bother Uncle Ian ever again. We need to find out who they are. Cisco, you trust the Hollow Hands even though they won't show you their faces, right? Then surely you can trust Fish and Paimon too. Okay, Paimon, you've got a point. I guess in a place like NOD-KRAI, trusting others is never easy. To tell the truth, I feel kinda scared every time I go to the cave to trade. It's pitch black in there, and you can't hear this rustling sound. I always feel like there are a load of eyes staring at me. Yeah, I think it's animals. Vino said he felt like he was being watched too. It has to be them. But they're not bad guys, really. Every time we walked up to the little trade box, we leave stuff inside, then close our eyes and count to 77. And then whoosh, it's gone, replaced by a gift. It's been like that every single time. They've never hurt any of us. Why 77? I heard it's because Reedmill once stole 77 treasure from the government palace, but Bozena says it's actually because we had 77 loyal followers. Or maybe it's because Reed Miller fell out of a window and did 77 somersaults before hitting the ground. If that's the case, why do you think he's a rumored legendary thief? Bet a monster shows up to 78 and beats you up. You probably get sleepy if you count any further. You can just open your eyes at 76. What? Fish, you're just messing with Paimon again, aren't you? Anyway, everyone has a different story, but they all include number 77, so who knows, maybe your version is the truth after all. Okay, let's go. Luck with the trade. We'll all tell everyone about Uncle Young too. We'll also do our best to gather targets from him, no charge this time. But first we better go say sorry. Said I'm sorry, mama. Never meant to urge. This is underground. How the hell do I go to the underground? Where am I, first of all? Okay. So it's this tunnel, right? Should be the cave all inside, right? Oh, I need this, I need this. This is to make the new weapons. See, it's a mole. I knew it. I thought it was stealing weasels, but probably it's moles.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Must be the people trade. Let's put our stuff inside. Let's put our stuff inside. What are we supposed to do next? Start counting and close your eyes. Start from 1. 78. Wow, fish, don't go summoning monsters. No, nothing happened. Sheesh, just close your eyes and count properly this time. The floating there, 77, 76, 77. Okay. Look, sniffer moles. See? So the hollow hands are legendary rogues. The hollow hands are actually a bunch of sniffer moles. I would guess it makes sense now she thinks about it. Now, why did they steal Vinus' target? They don't seem to understand Paimon's question. 77? Squeak, squeak. It answers you, so what's 77 supposed to mean? Read Miller 77 treasures? 77 loyal followers? Squeak, squeak, squeak. Don't tell Paimon they think 77 sounds like squeak, squeak. Could that be 70 squeak 7? Squeakin' T squankin'? Paimon's confused. Squeak, squeak, squeak. So in the end, we still don't really know what it means. It was 77 followers and they were all moles. Minus targets. Okay. More targets. No, treasure.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
It's giving us a bunch of stuff.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Looks like the mole next over there is having a bunch of treasure shop. Okay. Alright, that should be all the targets. So they were using them as baiting all along. That's why they kept going after Vino. I thought their burrows looked a lot cozier than those targets. It probably has something to do with the colors and patterns. Paimon thinks too, those burrows looked super comfy, and Vino's targets, maybe they've got some special appeal only a sniffer mole would understand. Still, even if we bring the targets back now, they'll probably just get stolen again in a few days. What should we do? Let's give them something better. Great idea. We can leave a gift at the entrance to the treasure chamber. Let's head back and see if I know. Already left. Where's this? Oh! This comes right near him. Just teleport. Patew, patew, patew. My dude, it's all taken care. Ah, you're back. I was just wondering if I should start getting my affairs. Never mind. It's good to see you back in one piece. You can rest easy, Vino. Those sneaky target thieves are definitely not old enemies of yours. Really? Actually, the girl Cisco came to apologize just now. She said the ones behind it are called the Hollow Hands. They sound like a pretty serious organization. They're a bunch of sniffer moles. Sniffer moles, come to think of it, I thought I'd feel like I was being watched. It never felt ominous, not like all the times I've sensed real danger. But why would they want to steal my targets? You tell Vine everything you uncovered. Snitch? Haha, so that's why this was all about. I was this close to making arrangements for my funeral. Looks like I'll have to teach them a lesson. But they didn't meant anything by it. No, that's not what I meant. If a few old portable bearings have enough to trade back the targets, that means the exchange rate's totally in our favor. You mean, if I show up with all these sorts of gifts next time, I might get something amazing in return. Maybe I can make back all those losses from the stolen targets sooner than I thought. Those losses weren't actually caused by the Yellow Hands. Yeah, I know, Cisco told me already. Still, I'm not going to ask those kids to repay anything. She was chirping away just now, giving me all sorts of feedback on the training ground, and she even promised to bring her friends to come play. Honestly, that's worth more than any amount of Mora. Is it? So we're back to exchange rates again, huh? Textbook treasures and instinct. Thanks a lot, I think I figured out how to make this place more fun. I just hope more folks will want to stop by. Wanna give it a shot? The final challenge, I promise it's way more fun than the first two. Let's give it a go. Like we've ever said no to something fun. Never say no to treasure. What the fuck? Huh? Do I need... Oh, fuck. I get it. Ah, fuck. Eu vou com a cena. I didn't have a way to grab it. Need to start all over. I need to be careful in there. Because it grabbed automatically and then I start flying. And I dropped it. Damn. I dropped it in the middle, so I had no chance to grab it again. I'm way faster, dude. No! What? Really? Again! God damn it, this is not a good idea. Woof! That was harsh.
Treasure buried in time.
What up, my dude? This one was hard. The first one, you're the first team to complete all the challenges. Hey, look. Even the hollow hands came closer. Maybe they're waiting for a chance to steal the targets? I've got to find them some comfier bedding material. Then those targets. Alright, I almost forgot your victory prize. This is some stuff I gathered back in the day. It's worth a decent amount. But that was to Vino. The treasure hunter for Vino, the training ground boss. It's not much use anymore. Please take this token of my gratitude. Luckily we're not training ground bosses, so I'm going to take this treasure off your hands. Come on. Now, my training ground will always be free for the two of you. Drop by anytime you like. Yeah. Oh, we have a couple of treasures. Was this treasure here before? Hey friend, just gonna go start all that. Doesn't get a little dull with skills like that riding before blows with us. Yeah. As the spirit is not going to allow a little fight, I believe. You got it, boss. I'll end this in 3 moves. Pfft.
Here comes my bounty.
Show no mercy. A little amuse bouche. And never straw goes out.
More? Fish, pleased to meet you. Can tell this in fair, please combat that. Need to step it up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to fight all 3 of them, one at a time.
Off to the brink, fulfill our task. Get to work. Fearless. Into the bull.
Lost some random passerby, this can't be real. So even in Kali couldn't win, our teams have been taking you too lightly. It's not your fault, boss. We have something strong just could happen by why. Boss, we can't let them off the hook. Oh, so we're not just here to spar them. Don't get the wrong idea. Inkali just means we can give up on winning so easily. After all, we're treasure hunters with reputation to uphold. I formally issue a challenge, this time not just for fun. Let's go all out. Then I'll take all 3 of you at once. Alright then. We won't hold back.
Here comes my bounty.
A burst of flavor. A dash of fulfill our task. Suffer the wrath of evil. Extinguish.
Treasure buried in time.
Yay! Did you like it? Can't believe I lost this passerby 3 times. Lost twice each. I was only lost once. It's not that bad. Loss is a loss, no part boarding a fish. Something else. You can even beat me on a good day, really. Master, actually, you've got a lot of training to do. For me, maybe it's time to consider early retirement. I wonder if Vinus training ground is still hiring. Okay, okay, yeah, it could work for Vinyl. And we can take off this pin and try to find. We had a treasure here. What's happening here?
Treasure buried in time.
And I have add to treasure vault. What the hell is this? Treasure vault. Okay, let's go to the this treasure vault. I don't even know what this is. Just to end the live stream. I got 3 of these coins. Huh? Oh, okay. What? I didn't even knew that. Okay, this is just like those treasures in Notland. Yeah, but the ones in Notland add. Yeah, we got a bunch. Huh? I wish I could find where she is. Every 10 we get a reward. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she will appear. Meeting point rewards. Okay, I passed the 90% probably, so I can... Yep. I didn't pass the 90%, I got to the 90%. So we can upgrade this to the max. The meeting point. Okay.
Wow! Ino's console has gotten even more advanced.
Traveler! Paimon! Got more scrap for me? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Well, thanks to your help, I can now announce that the NOD-KRAI Craft Shop console upgrade plan is complete. Which means I'm good on materials for now. But don't be a stranger. You can come hang out with me and Anefa anytime.
Save me.
Okay. What? Okay. So this area is complete. Of course, we still have some.
Me.
Right here is always Inefa saying save me. Of course, in this part we have more missions to do.
I know! What you doing?
Oh, hey! Perfect timing. I'm playing a game.
Inefa
Wanna
didn't
join?
want to play with
Oh
you.
no, she did. She loves playing with me.
Then where is she?
Here.
Save me.
This is Anafa's favorite game. Cling Clang, I know takes flight. She says it helps expand her horizons and exercise her joints.
But she's calling for help.
Oh, that's just for fun. Here, watch this. Anafa, time to go home.
No. I want to keep playing. Save me.
Okay, so there are some cute interactions with the characters. Yeah, she's really in there. That's fun. Okay, so that's it for now. Let's end the live stream here.
Save me.
Hope you have enjoyed the live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that stuff to help the channel out. There's the giveaway, link down below to participate. Good luck to everyone. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and have an awesome gaming time. Bye bye.
All things come to an end.
Oops.
Even time itself.
Save.